Plastic. That one line says it all about our navigation toward the seemingly miracle synthetic polymer material that became widely popular in the 1960s. There seemed to be no end to the uses to which plastic could be put to make our life better in that innocent era. Suddenly, plastic was everywhere. We glom onto each new adaptation of plastic, which is Tupperware, furniture, drink cartons, drinking store, eventually the water bottle. And today, we are drowning in plastic. It is stuffing our landfill. It is littering our landscape wherever we look. It is flying through the air before it gets stuck in tree. And it poisoning our ocean and the creatures that live in them. Much of this plastic end up in trash.
Single-use plastics such as plastic straw, plastic bag, and packaging products are particularly detrimental. They often are not recycled and constitute about 40% of all plastic waste. Because of plastic utility, its global production has doubled about every decade. The amount of plastic produced since 1950 has measured about 9.2 billion tons of plastic. Plastics are made of polymers which are long, flexible chain of chemical compounds. This structure allows plastic to be easily molded in shape, especially under heat and pressure. Most of today's plastics are man-made and derived from fossil fuels. Crude oil and natural gas are primary sources as they provide a cheap alternative to plastic made from plants. The first step in the production of plastic is the extraction of crude oil and natural gas from the ground. From there, the fossil fuels are sent to refineries where they are converted into several products including the building blocks of plastic. Ethane from crude oil and propane from natural gas. Ethane and propane are then sent to a cracker plant to be cracked or broken down into smaller molecules. Ethane produces ethylene and propane becomes propylene. Next, a catalyst is mixed in which links the molecules together and forms polymers called resins. This structure allows plastic to be easily molded in shape, especially under heat and pressure. Polymerization converts ethylene into the resin polyethylene and propylene into polypropylene. These resins are then melted, cooled down, and chopped up into pre-production plastic pellets known as noodles. Noodles are later transported to manufacturers who use heat to mold the noodles into different types of plastic products. Many of those products actually feature information about their manufacturing process. Numbers called resins identification codes are often featured, indicating which chemical were used to make the plastic.
A shocking amount of plastic bottles cover the seafloor of Jiaoliushu Island in Taiwan, an example of how plastic becomes waste that can pollute our environment. A new study found that by 2015, humans had produced 6.3 billion metric tons of plastic waste. Of that total waste, only 9% was recycled, 12% was incinerated, and 79% was discarded in landfill or the natural environment. According to the study's estimates, roughly 12 billion metric tons of plastic waste will end up in landfills or the natural environment by 2050.
Effect of plastic to ocean. Plastic waste is littering our ocean and threatening the life of millions of marine animals. Seals, whales, crabs, and many other sea animals are dying and becoming sick because of this deadly environmental concern. Microplastics are a major part of the issue. Microplastics are tiny pieces of plastic which come from larger plastic that have degraded over time. Sea animals often eat microplastic because of the small size, and plastic contain toxic chemicals which can increase the chance of disease and affect reproduction. After ingesting microplastic, seals and other animals may suffer for months or years before they die. Plastic bags look very similar to jellyfish. Fishing nets often look like tasty seaweed. Sea turtles think they are consuming some of their staple food when really they are welcoming harmful substance into their digestive tract. Human activities have tipped the scale against the survival of these ancient mariners. Nearly all species of sea turtle are classified as endangered, and plastic is doing more than its share of damage.
Tips to reduce plastic pollution. Use grocery bag. Stop using plastic straws.
Reusable coffee cup as it can save your money. Stop using disposable cutlery and carry a reusable bottle to cut your plastic use and save your money too.